All right. Looks like we are live and ready to go. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the live stream where we first review the watch list and then we trade the market open every day. Hope everyone had a good, what day is today? Today's Thursday. Hope everyone had a good Wednesday. Woo, all over the place. Because Friday, tomorrow, the markets are closed. I was like, wait, today's Friday? No, tomorrow is Friday. The markets are closed Friday because of Good Friday. So yeah, again, today's Thursday. It's the 9th of April and it's 9:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got another 15 minutes before the market opens at 9:30 and we'll wrap the stream up between 10:30 and 11. Check out the video description below for some FAQs and let's dive into things. A lot going on today on the watch list. I was going through it and I was like, oh man, you know, today's really, a lot of these are larger caps. A lot of these are just big finance companies, or they're, or you know, not big, but my scanner doesn't even scan for stuff too big, 500 million tops. But a lot of these are, you know, real estate, finance companies, investment banks, smaller banks, and it's just so much bottom bouncing going on right now on the large cap. So I think today's going to be, again, a bit harder of a day to trade. It's been kind of a tough week. It's been a tough week for me. But overall, I mean, we've had some nice moves, like NBRX yesterday. It's been a little bit tougher to trade, a little bit choppier, a little bit more unexpected, maybe a little bit less clean pattern. So let's go through some of the lead gappers we had yesterday and kind of start from there. And yeah, good morning, everyone. Sorry about that. I just kind of had a little update here. Paul, Proud Dad, Peter, Irish Stocks, OMX, OPG Chain, Satoshi, TI, Carmela, you guys all streaming in here. So I see you, SDPI. I could go ahead and check that one out. SDPI, that was not on my top ones, but honestly, I'm not totally sure what I'm going to be trading. So we'll see. I have TLSA and ZSNA listed, but a ZSAN listed, but I'm not totally sure yet if those are the ones. What's going to go on here? So NBRX from yesterday kind of holding the highs pretty well. We have some big support at $1. And we haven't really dipped below that dollar. And we tried to break higher, but got rejected. But so yeah, dollar's down here, big support. And you know, we got to break past the 2, and then we can see some maybe really nice second big green day. Right now, 1.5 is big time support. So that's where we got rejected pre-market. We also have YGYI actually from yesterday, and this is the one I talked about in the recap video that you know, we've had several moves on YGYI that, you know, it spikes up, consolidates, and then sometimes we'll have another run. And yesterday we spiked up and consolidated. So this one, this one is probably also worth watching. Some bigger resistance, maybe around $3, $3.50. So got the 180-day moving average in as well. But these are kind of the 2 lead gappers from yesterday that I think are probably worth watching. I don't know, it's tough to say. I mean, YGYI 1.5 is some big time support, and you can see here on the 5-minute chart, we broke out of this area, we touched it, and now we're hovering right above it. So maybe we're gonna have a touch in this area, maybe 1.6 or something like that, and then maybe there's gonna be a reversal, who knows. Keith with CAPR, that was actually one we were looking at not too long ago. CAPR, Capper. I never know how I should pronounce this one. Nice big green day the day before. It was more of an afternoon move, starting probably around like 10 o'clock. It looks like that's really when it had its first nice big pop. And then after 11, it really started flying. Yeah, this was a big runner, 52%. Finding some support here again at this 1.5 area, really nice. Big resistance above. The thing I don't like about CAPR, it was such a recent runner. But I think above $2, you know, I would probably give this one a bit of a shot. I think right now we're going to be bouncing off of 1.5 a little bit, but if it cracks 1.5, that could be the beginning of the end for it. Let's just really quickly talk about the lead gappers here. So we have TLSA, had a nice pre-market pop, 130%. And what was the, like, so let's quickly go here. So 67 million market cap, 30 million float. I mean, shares outstanding, and this is the nice part, 10 million float. That's what I wanted to say, 10 million float. So this is right in our kind of area of what I'm liking to trade. Really nice price and everything. The only thing I don't like about it is this, pullback we had, 31%, kind of aggressive. Really nice bounce off 3.5 though, just beautiful bounce. Let's quickly check here the long-term chart. We were trading this one not too long ago, actually. Had a very small trade in here. So hit 5 and pulled back, hit 5 perfectly and pulled back. You almost don't see that perfect stuff all the time. So 3.5 is right in this area. Yeah, I could probably see this pulling back a little bit more. We have some, I would say the biggest support is in the high 2s, so like 275 area. Quite a bit of coronavirus catalyst here, jobless cane hits, FDA. Co-announces development of novel investigational treatment for patients infected with coronavirus. Investigational treatment. So definitely COV, COVID-19 news. Vaccine progress. This is a UK biotech, by the way. And then we also have, so yeah, I don't know, out of the gates, I'm probably going to be a little bit more cautious with this one because it pulled back so much. But, if it does find some support, I would probably jump on this one fairly quickly. I don't know how long I would let this go. So game plan with TLSA it's kind of to watch it, but right now 3.5 is acting as support. We have bigger support here at 275. Let's see where it goes. But if we see some good entries on the 5-minute, I'd probably be jumping on TLSA fairly fast. ZSAN gapping up 50%. This is a US biotech, shares outstanding 56 million. On TD it says 54 million. Its float is actually 54 million, so kind of interesting numbers here. $30 million market cap. Some things I don't like about it is, we recently tried to hit these areas before at about $1, $1.25, and we got rejected pretty heavy. So I think, we're only at 79, then we pulled pretty heavy back, only 16%, but that's still kind of strong. But if we break this former high here at 79, I don't know how much more past $1 we can go. But even then, I mean, we're talking pretty big gains. So I think this is definitely possible to trade. I'm going to go ahead and put some alerts here already. Just in case. It is sub-dollar. You guys know I don't like trading sub-dollar too much. So I don't know. I'll probably be a little bit more cautious. Spreads are going to probably be bigger on it. Prepare for like 10% pullbacks quickly. Price target of 4. That's a really, really nice update here. I think they had good guidance as well. Announces price target of 4. A lot of that price target stuff. Wait a second. Where would 4 be? 4 is like here. So we had some big breakout area at 4, gap down area, retest. Yeah, 4 is quite a critical kind of spot for ZSAN. So yeah, let's watch this one closely. 4 is definitely key support and resistance. It's way above. We would have to break past 2. I'm not sure if we're going to get something like that, but that could be quite a nice move for sure. Let's see. How do people know, hi guys asking, how do people know how to get into these stocks with huge 100% run-ups randomly from flat top bottoms? Well, I have a whole video on this exact strategy that we look for, what we look for, when we look for entering. So I would definitely recommend checking that out. I think on the top right of this video, it's called the 25K trading challenge. And that's when I dive into the whole strategy. But what I'm going to be looking for is clear technicals, for this momentum to keep on going. So bull flag happening, maybe a 5-minute breakout, 1-minute pullback, all these things I talk about in all the recap videos. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. And right now, ZSAN might have a little break above VWAP. We might start seeing a change in direction, higher highs, higher lows, things like that. But I would definitely recommend, if you're totally new, trading in a simulator for at least a month, understanding the platform, understanding what we're doing. I wouldn't just blindly jump into this. Big disclaimer for sure. A lot of these stocks are stuff you don't just want to blindly buy and hold for sure, because that's one guaranteed way to lose money. CEI, yeah, TLSA is back. The confusion of this century. I don't really see what you're seeing in CEI. It kind of just seems, I mean, I don't know, maybe as an investment, I'm not sure, but as to day trade, this thing's really not interesting. It's not moving. But yeah, I mean, as a swing trade or investment or something like that, it's a whole different discussion. But you know, gap and go, you know, open volatility is just not there. CNSP. Nice little run here. This one kind of came out a little bit late, which is good. I'll definitely throw this one on the list. I like this. Good call, guys. CNSP. Let's quickly check out what's going on with this one. Yeah, 90% gap up. Really nice. $60 million shares outstanding, that's good. 45 million float, a little bit of volume from yesterday. Bigger resistance at between 4 and 5, and you can kind of see we broke out of that area. Fairly new stock. And then the high at 569. Interesting pick, guys. Could reduce replication. So coronavirus news. Cause 100% reduced replication. That's really nice. Drug compound. Yeah, this was interesting news for sure. So good catalyst, small cap, light float, big spikeability, everything we're looking for. Keep the oil conference call in 45 minutes. Watch oil stocks from Keith. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be trading oil stocks. It's kind of like a different niche to dive into, even if they are small caps, because they're kind of, there's more macro news that tied to them. A lot of these small caps are more just specific on the company. They don't really follow the market as much. That's why I like trading them. You can quickly kind of dive in and tell a lot from the technicals. All right, guys, 16 minutes till the market opens here. I think I'm going to be watching out of the gate CNSP. I'm going to keep a close eye on ZSAN and TLSA as well. 8 more seconds till the market opens. Good luck, everyone. Here we go. This could be breaking higher now. Big volume, big open volume here. Quick pullback to 460. $5 is a big breakout spot. Let's watch this one here. Boom, we just got the breakout of 5. Definitely consider buying a pullback in this $4 area. I'm not sure if we're going to get it. I think we're going to have a nice little, this is looking pretty good. Just watching it here. Nice breakout here. See if we can get an entry on this pullback. Nice 5-minute breakout. Right here, looking for a retest in this $5 area. We are up 86% right now. Nice little breakout here. Should have got aggressive when we broke out higher from the 516 area. Just going to give it a little bit more time. So far, so good. CNSP definitely kind of turning out to be one of the lead gappers. Really nice pick, guys. Just watching this. Waiting for a another setup here. We got a nice 5-minute breakout. I love those. Let's see if we can get a 1-minute pullback at one point. Right now. Remember, 569 was the all-time high. We're at 562. So if we break that, this can absolutely rip. So if we break 569 is what I'm watching. Just gonna keep an eye on here, see if we can find a good entry on this one. Remove my limit order for now. It took a little bit longer to break out than I was expecting. Just gonna give it a bit more time here. Keeping a close eye on TLSA at 340 and NBRX at 133. So just keep in mind that that's a big selling volume up here, guys. I don't know if you guys saw that. Big orders came in through here. Right now, the 15-minute EMA is still holding support pretty well. I was hoping I would get an entry here. When I didn't get the entry, that's kind of when I decided, I missed the move. That was a different trade. I would have closed out my trade here. That's why I went ahead and removed it. I would have took my 10% profit and moved on. I'm not really sure what happened. It just said I bought CNSP. I'm not sure if that was just the craziest TOS glitch ever or what just happened. Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to figure out what happened here. I canceled that order. Okay. So that was a freak accident. Let me think about what to do right now. Hold on. That was really weird. I was hoping to get an entry here at 430. That was my secondary goal. Hold on. Feeling a little bit uncomfortable in this position that I'm in right now. That was extremely involuntary. Hold on, guys. Just seeing what's going on here. You can see my entry just showed up on the chart, even though I actually closed that entry. Don't know what happened there. That was really weird. That's the second time this week I've had a horrible experience with TOS. I'm just gonna watch this one a little bit longer. I don't like what's going on. Really, really don't. Having a potential breakout here. $180 big time resistance. That was ridiculous. I really don't know what happened. I'm gonna try to get an exit here. All right, I closed this position. This is really annoying. This was $84 loss. It's probably like a 6% loss. I'm pretty annoyed about that. I canceled my order and then it said I got an entry like 30 seconds later. This is not my week. I don't even know what to say. I'm gonna keep watching this one. I'm gonna kind of just pretend that didn't happen because that was really absurd. Let's keep watching this one. I had to kind of cut my wrist though. I was kind of holding a trade I was not wanting to be part of. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just keep watching this one. I would like a secondary entry here. Ideally an entry that I choose. What was that? That's never happened to me before on that kind of level. So we're consolidating on the 15-minute EMA really nicely. Just kind of watching this one a little bit more. I'm gonna have to send this video to TOS. That was so ridiculous. I mean, if we were trading with bigger position size, that would have been very expensive. I mean, luckily it was a small position size. You know, if we were trading with 10K size, which is what we're building up to, that would have been a $800-something loss that I had no control over. I removed my exit because I saw that the chart pattern no longer looked good. So I removed my exit and it was still there. This whole week has been just ridiculous mistakes and not even always on my side. All right, so let's see here. Let's go back. NBRX kind of, you know, holding this area, doing kind of what we were saying, found some support at 1.3, 6% move here. Just kind of watching this one. So far, no specific trade ideas on a TLSA. Having some, you know, issues kind of starting to sell off here. I have an alert here if we break under 319. This could be an interesting trade. I just don't like how it was a former runner not too long ago, so it's a bit too recent of a play for me. CNSP, I think, is still the winner. So it was good that we got out of this trade. I had a feeling it was going to go down. It was just, you know, I almost got out of it here. I was just waiting for one more push. Remember, we only have 2 to 3 trades a day, so it's hard for me to just enter and exit a trade because that also has repercussions. So darn you, TOS today. You definitely just went down a few numbers in my book. So I'd probably be looking for an entry pretty soon here with CNSP. Right now it's consolidating a little bit. Big support at 4. Still a little bit annoyed, but at the same time, like, you know, that just is what it is. So let's kind of keep moving on here. So as the price goes down, I would look for probably a little bit bigger of a order size. So maybe 350 to adjust here. Looking for about a $1,500 entry. I'll go with 1,400 just to kind of reduce a little bit more risk off the top, like 5%. Just in case we get some sort of glitch again. Yeah, I see your guys' comments. Yeah, I'll definitely send this video, Corey, to TD. I've actually sent him a few things already. You know, this could have been easily a huge loss. You know, what if we were trying to buy this breakout and I canceled my order? Looking for a breakout didn't happen, whatever. I removed my order, and then all of a sudden I buy it, you know, 560. That could have also been the case. That's kind of what really annoys me. I mean, luckily, it was like a limit order that was somewhat okay, but still, I didn't want it. It was a position I didn't want. That is just really not okay. At least one of you guys, I saw one of you guys got a really nice entry and exit on this one, so congrats on that. Letterman right there, 4.6 out of 5.6. That's perfect. That's, you know, that's really what we were looking for, actually. So yeah, good on you. Hopefully I can redeem myself a little bit today. I'm not sure if it's gonna happen after you know, starting off so much in the red. But let's see. TLSA has big time resistance above. The chart long term is just a little bit unattractive. But right now, it could be a little bit of a red to green move. We're kind of holding this area. I would give it a bit more time. I don't really see a reason to get in on it just yet. CNSP, let me go back to this one. Okay. Let me go to ZSAN as well. Just kind of check out what we've been watching. ZSAN, this is what I was nervous about. ZSAN just pulling back like this. And then NLS, let's see what this one's up to. Yikes, just a quick little gap down here. Still watching CNSP. I still think it was a good pick. I'm not upset that I'm trading that stock. I'm upset a little bit on that, obviously, that entry, because it was not an entry that I even wanted. Still, like, good call, guys. It was a good pick for sure. Here we go. CNSP back at 4.5. Let's see what we can get out of it. Still waiting for this one maybe to pull back a little bit more. I'm having a little bit of lag on TOS, so my scanner's not working. Usually this would already show what stocks are moving. So might have to just work with what we got today. Quick little secondary pullback here. You can also see my trades are not showing up on the chart. So this is one of those things that should also be happening fairly quickly. Yeah, who knows? Maybe we're gonna have to switch brokers soon here. I did like the fact of the zero fees, and TOS used to work very well. It wasn't until they offered free commissions where their software started really going down as well. And I think it's just due to overuse, because it really is only bad when there's just too many people trading, and lately in the last 3 weeks, that's kind of when we've really seen that, you know, get highlighted. But I don't know. I'm gonna have to definitely send this video to TOS, and then I'll figure it out from there, and I'll keep you guys posted. See what happens out of that conversation. Tommy, I know how to buy or sell, but don't know how to close. I'm not sure what you mean by don't know how to close, because that's selling, right? Kind of a rough start with CNSP. Overall, the markets are doing all right. TLSA looking pretty good as well at 3.4. So kind of doing a bit of a curl. Based on the open, CNSP does not look too great. At the moment. So CNSP, quick little recap, gapping up 90% pre-market, 16 million shares outstanding, pretty good, and coronavirus potential vaccines news. So that's been really hot lately in this market. So I don't know, everything is definitely there. A lot of selling pressure going on though. Kind of watching this one. We're in the teens right now. Okay, we just got an entry at 408. Just watching this one a little bit longer. This would have been probably my first entry of the day if I was able to remove that first order properly. So let's kind of see what happens here. It's 9:48 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's see what happens. Getting a bit of a bottom bounce in this area. Some volume coming in again. Some nice buying volume. Let's see what happens here. If I had unlimited trades in this account, I would probably be closing out this trade, take my profits off the table, and see if I can do a secondary entry near the teens, 14s. That's probably what I would be doing right now. Just kind of letting you guys know, kind of walking you guys through the situation. I don't know if this pullback is over, and I don't really think it is. So I always like to be extra cautious here. Let's kind of just give it a little bit of time. Big support at 4. This is definitely one of the lead gappers on the day. So I think we might have a bit of a bounce here in this area. That's kind of why I entered this trade. Thanks, bros. Heiko's saying why GYI is taking off. I would give it a quick look, but I'm kind of focused on this one. I'll look at it a little bit. Remember, guys, YGYI is the lead gapper from the day before yesterday. Still looking very weak on this one. Like I said, I would have closed my trade out before. So that would have been the right decision to do, closing that trade out, taking my $50 profit or what have you. That was my original original plan. Would have wanted to buy back, obviously, so. And then I would already be in probably with my second trade. So I'll probably have to start trading again with 3 trades instead of 2. It's really kind of limited a bit of my flexibility in this trading, and I think it's been a bit of a reason for a choppy week for me. You know, this was a choppy week overall, and this was a week I got a bit more, I would say, aggressive with my position size out of all the weeks. We had some of our biggest position sizes this week in this small account, and this was probably one of the hardest weeks to actually trade. And I mean, just like you saw with my first trade, I mean, like we were seeing stuff like that all the time. Or when I got halted into, that was also pretty bad. Because I wasn't able to get out when the halt opened up again because of TOS glitching. So it kind of sucks to be at the whim of TOS sometimes like that. I don't know. I'm gonna have to really think, do I want to maybe switch brokers entirely? I don't know, probably. Lightspeed might be the good option there. I don't know, it's tough. I'm gonna have to really I'm gonna have to think that through. It's not something I'm gonna decide right now. But this is not the first time we're in this position, which is a big catalyst to why it's a bit annoying. So we have some bit of bottom bouncing buying volume coming in here, but it doesn't seem like it's necessarily enough, and I'm not totally comfortable in this position, I gotta say. Some new support coming in here. This is the lead, I would probably say the clear lead gapper actually. It wasn't on my scanner, popped up a little bit late, or maybe it was, I just wasn't really paying attention to it because the problem was I was having really bad TOS issues this morning. So I was going through all the stocks, and I don't know, maybe I don't want to blame TOS because I couldn't analyze the chart properly, but maybe I didn't give it enough time because it was loading too slow or something like that. Because I probably spent 3 times as long this morning trying to find 2 lead gappers, which 1 is a bad sign on its own, but 2, it's a little bit because the charts weren't loading. So I don't know. I think maybe I didn't give CNSP maybe enough time of day. So having a nice little curl here, this could be good. I want to see this break the 15-minute EMA very soon. I don't really like that we've been having so much volume just selling off here, but at the same time, I do think we might have a bit of a reversal on our hands. So let's see what we got here. 22, I want to break higher from this area. I want to break past the 28, ideally with some good volume. We had a really nice open, but the selling volume really took over. This is looking pretty good. We just hit 28. My charts didn't update on that. I don't know if you guys saw that, but we hit 28 on the time and sales, but my candle did not go to 28. Little issues like that just happening all day. Having a little bit of a reversal now with CNSP. This is what we've been waiting for. Not as much volume as I would have wanted to see. Let's give this one a little bit more time here. Nice little spike to the upside. This is looking pretty healthy. I wonder if we can break VWAP. I'm not sure if we're going to do that. It's a bit more aggressive than I was actually expecting. I like that. Let's see what we can get out of this one. Big selling volume there. I would have loved to take profits here and re-enter here. I was already thinking about that in my mind. Like this would be such a solid move right now. It's a classic pullback. Let's give it a little bit more time. Had some good volume picking up in here. It's really good to see that. Got the 15-minute EMA here. We got a 5-minute breakout. We got a 1-minute pullback. Everything's looking pretty healthy. I'm going to go ahead and hold on to this one just a little bit longer. Kind of give you guys my thoughts as we go through this. Okay, now we're pulling back a little bit too much, a little bit more aggressive than I actually expected as well. But that was also a bit more of aggressive of a breakout than I was expecting. Markets are still green. That's a good sign. Let's just hold on to it a little bit longer. I like what we're seeing. Some good support coming in here. We're at 9:57 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so kind of an interesting place to be. Usually, if we don't have a big runner in the morning, so like 9:30 to 10, oftentimes 10 to 10:30, there'll be something that starts really making moves. One thing I don't like about CNSP is the fact that the dollar volume is around 10 million on the day. I would have liked to see this be maybe closer to 30, 40, 50 million by now. That would be a really good sign. But maybe it's just kind of sitting there and it's gonna pick up a bit sooner. I don't know. It's gonna, could pick up at one point. It's kind of watching the order book here. We got some nice bids kind of piling up. I'm not saying, buy it or sell it. I'm just kind of talking about what I'm thinking about my trade right now. Everyone has a different reason for entering and exit a trade. And for me, I like what I'm seeing. I don't see a reason to exit it just yet. But at the same time, I feel like the volume could be a bit more on this one. So we got NBRX not really moving too much. We got TLSA back at 3.3. Big sellers came in there. I didn't like that at all. I don't know if you guys saw that. Yeah, here we go. It's not looking too hot. 27 holding. Satoshi, I definitely see your comment, and yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking to do. I was actually trying to do that in this area. I removed that limit order pretty quickly when I saw it wasn't going to happen in the short term. So I'm going to give it a bit longer here. Might not be the best idea. All right, this is pulling back a little bit. Not really what I wanted to see. 10:01. Looks like it's having a really tough time breaking out in this area. Sellers are definitely there. 420 getting chipped away a little bit. If we didn't have that freak accident in the morning, I think today probably could have been a pretty nice green day. I would have probably took profits here. I would have maybe bought this dip. I probably would have definitely taken profits in this area. I really kind of switched up a few things on my day. Some decent buying coming on here, but (10:02 a.m. Eastern Standard Time). Let's see. I'm going to give this one a little bit longer. $4.27 getting chipped out a little bit. Buyers kind of coming in a little bit as well. Right now, it's just kind of, we're in a choppy area. There's no clear buy or sell signal. This is just chop. To me, this was a good buy. I should have took profits in this area. I probably held too long just because of the trade before it. So I should have been a bit more conscious on that. That was definitely a mistake on my end. I was really shocked when that order came through. I was like, do I have another account with a limit order out? I didn't believe that this account made a trade. I was like so in shock. 10:03 a.m. here. This could be the higher low we saw here. So we have a low here, we have a higher low here, and technically we have a higher high from this area. It's tough to say. We got a big shoulder here that we would need to break through. So let's give it a little bit more time. $38, got buyers on the 38. It's good to see that. Stream is laggy. I apologize for that, guys. There's almost nothing I can do about it. I got everything closed. Oh yeah, guys, I appreciate all that. Tommy, I see you calling it, giving a shout out. Appreciate it, guys. I'm a little bit focused on the chart. I haven't been looking at other stocks. I don't really like switching around when I'm in a trade. So that's my reason. I still think CNSP is looking pretty good. I like the catalyst. I like the float. I like a lot about it. I just, we just had a really rough start to it, so I don't need to really repeat myself on that, but it's making me a little bit shaky on this one for sure. Volume is just about gone. Quick little pullback here, but a lot of dip buyers kind of flooded in. That was kind of a good sign. Let's see if we can do that again. (10:05 a.m. Eastern Standard Time). A lot of times this is a really nice spot to look for bigger reversals. I don't really like buying breakouts at this time. This is not when I buy breakouts, but this is definitely when I buy support bounces and look for trend reversals and look for potential entries, maybe 5-minute breakouts, 1-minute pullbacks, stuff like that. I'm thinking right now, if I was not in this trade, let's say I didn't do any trades today, would I buy this right now? I don't know. I would probably wait for a clear buy signal. I think right now it's still a little choppy and it's really hard to say what's going to happen. So far, we kind of got rejected here on the 44. That was not a really good indicator. I was hoping we'd really pull higher here, just one nice clean movement. Obviously, I'm totally biased. Of course, I want us to kind of break higher, but that's what I was expecting. $435. Let's see if we can get chipped away again. We had some nice solid orders come through here, but still not the biggest ones. Markets overall doing all right. TLSA guys at 57%, not too shabby. There's no major winner today yet. So let's see what that one's going to be. MBRX really just did not move. TLSA, still watching it. $50 million volume. A little bit nicer than CNSP. I think with CNSP, the hardest thing I have is just the lower amount of volume. Everyone's over at CLSK and MFA. Good call. I would be checking them out. I'm looking for certain signs right now in the order book, so I don't want to get distracted. CLSK, good call though. Thanks, Paul. Put them on my watch list. Yeah, large cap. Big move pre-market. $219, had a bit of a double top. Now it looks like it's selling off. To me, CLSK it's definitely something I'd probably be trading. All right, I think this might be the end of CNSP. Let's see what happens here. I'm gonna give it just a few more moments, but I was expecting it to maybe approach VWAP or something like that. Doesn't look like it, so I might be getting out of this very, very soon. Let's see what happens here. Closed half of my position. $4.12 is having some tough times here. Yeah, a little bit too much selling pressure coming in again. And I closed out the other portion of this trade. So we ended with a $37 loss on this trade. No, I mean, actually, this trade was a profit. Today could have been such a good green day. Today could have been like a $200 green day. Easy if we didn't have that first flash freak accident. What was that? That was just horrible. Darn you, TD Ameritrade. It'll be interesting to recap that one. I want to watch the video a few more times, see if there was anything I did wrong. Just kind of analyze that situation. It does kind of look like CNSP is going to potentially pull back here a little bit more. I never like the second. So if I was trading support line bounces, this would have been the first support line bounce. I would have took this profit, moved on. This is a secondary bounce. I don't like trading secondary bounces. They're usually not that strong, and sometimes they crack, and then before you know it, you're deeply in the red. So that's why I got out of this trade. To me, we were approaching a support line that was already getting chipped away once before, so I didn't want to be part of this trade anymore. So CNSP is a bit done for me if I had another trade right now. The only way it wouldn't be done for me is if we really start building up some momentum, broke above VWAP, maybe, and then buying on a pullback or something. That would be an option. Or if we have a bigger pullback to maybe 3.5 or I don't know 3.3 or I don't know somewhere in the support area, 3.2 even, buying a reversal on here would be another thing I would be thinking about. Here you can kind of see this 3.44. We have another area of key support and resistance. So I would probably look for maybe a trade into that area. CLSK, yeah, so what I see on CLSK is a double top and a failed cup and handle. And right now I just see big sellers and resistance coming in on this one. I think this might pull back for a little bit longer. I wouldn't be going long just yet. Big support at 2.5. $5, big resistance, kind of 455 area. Kind of in the middle of that range. CLSK could be a big mover this afternoon. That's kind of when I look at CLSK, I'm thinking, okay, people aren't too hot about it right now. It needs to consolidate a little bit more. It had a really nice move higher. But at one point, I think it's going to explode CLSK. I might be totally wrong, but that's what I feel when I look at it. Actually, let me tell you about my feelings. So, gowns, gloves. CLSK with a 16 million shares outstanding and like a 200% gap. That's really nice. And their COVID-19 news. But on this time protection gear, it looks like shares triple and joint venture supply personal protective equipment. So that's such nice news. JV joint venture plus protection gear. That's pretty good stuff. This one's gonna be good, I think. RVP just came on the scanner. I really wish I could keep trading. That was such a unnecessary hiccup, I guess you could call. I don't even know what that was, just ridiculous. Yeah, so this is the classic kind of capital companies I've been talking about in real estate, just bottom bouncing. I'm not really trading these. I would probably even consider swing trading them. I just don't know the industry that well, and to me, I'm trading the market on this one. I'm not trading an individual stock, so I would treat that's a whole different strategy. AB, I will give you an update on the dispute. Although I don't know if it's going to be dispute. I think it's going to be more of like a TOS is going to say tough luck. In all honesty, I just came up with my scanner. Wait, you said RVP and I typed in RCP. RVP. That was my mistake. Sorry about that. So 13% move here. It's not too bad. Got a bit of a top here. Big gap down area we filled actually. Kind of impressive. I like that. I like that a lot. That's nice. 2.5. 2.5 whole and half dollars on this one are almost godsend. Just check out this key kind of support area. I think there's going to be quite a bit of a double top, but I could see this one going to at least reaching, maybe getting close to that double top. Interesting play for sure. CLSK still consolidating. I'd be really careful in the short term with CLSK. I think it could be a good move, but in the short term, I'd watch out. CNSP having a bit of a bounce here, but still no volume. And this is the one thing that really worried me at this point. I like this. To me, I was like, okay, we got volume back in here, and I was expecting a second green wave of volume somewhere in this area, maybe at like 100,000 or something like that. And just when we didn't get that, I should have gotten out here for a smaller loss. Maybe, I don't know. Ernesto, SDPI, and then I'll check out the other two, SDPI. Drilling company, oil and gas exploration company. Outlines cost-cutting measures. That's good. Cost-cutting measures. You know, with STPI, I would look at the long-term chart, and this one seems to really follow the 180-day moving average. I mean, almost perfectly. When we're below it, we stick below it until we have a clear breakout and we start moving above it. When we're above it, we hold that pattern very true. And right now we're below it. So there's clearly beyond big resistance right in this area. So we had one breakout here. Now we had a failed move higher. So this is a lower high. I would watch out. This could be a trend reversal. 87% move is pretty nice. I hope you got a nice snack on that, Ernesto. Good stuff. I don't know if I would trade it right now. I'd wait for a bigger pullback and then maybe I'd trade it. YGYI. Let's go to YGYI. This one's been a hot topic all day. Oof. Did I just type in the wrong ticker, or is this it? YGYI. So, yeah, this is it. Okay, I was like, wait, we were trading this yesterday, and the long-term chart did not look like that, and it's because I was zoomed to the wrong frame. So YGYI, and we talked about this in the recap video here yesterday, is, you know, it holds its highs, and then sometimes it keeps breaking out higher, and that's kind of what I was expecting today. But so far, it's just kind of seemed to pull back a little bit. I probably would, if I was long YGYI, or let's say if I wanted to trade YGYI, I would probably see if the 1.58 area holds, 1.6 area. And if this holds, that could be good. Because look, the selling volume is not that strong on the daily. Not too many people are selling. The problem is if it breaks 1.6, I think a lot of people would start selling. But for now, I think there's hope that it's going to go back to the upside. I don't know. It's a really tough call on that one. CLSK, guys, below 304. This is what I was worried about. And this is exactly what I was saying. We had a double top here. We had a failed cup and handle pattern. And then all of a sudden, resistance, consolidation, and just blood in the water. That's not what you want to be seeing. If I saw this and I short traded, I'd probably be shorting right here or something like that. I don't know. 12% dip, boom, just like that. Big support at 2.5. I'd probably look to buy at 2.5. Now with this account, obviously, because this account is getting crushed. No, I'm out of trades on this account. Did everything wrong this week. MBRX. Hold on one second. I'm just kind of watching this one. This looks like it's going to pull back one more time. I would buy a second pullback on this. Without a question. Look at this. It's pulling back. Actually, let me see my IRA account. I think I had a trade in this one. IRA. Let me see this one. I have limit orders all over the place on this account, on this IRA account. So I have a limit order on AKER pretty low here. I usually don't trade in this account, but if we see an opportunity, I would probably go long on something. Let me go back to my cash account, not to mix up the trading challenge account. So what I like with CLSK is the fact that we're having these really nice kind of strong pullbacks. And I would probably go ahead and argue that we're going to hit 2.5. Might even go like 247 or something like that. I don't know. Maybe I'm done trading for the day because it's already 10, almost 10:30. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to get messy here. Okay, so let me quickly go back. MBRX. Charts. All right. Whoo-wee. You gotta love the support below it. I would probably argue 1.2 is some hot daddy support temporarily. Yeah, okay, well, we had a nice hot daddy bounce off of 1.2. Look at that. There's one thing I didn't like about MBRX is the fact that pre-market we tried to break past 1.5 and it didn't work, which sucks. Not a lot of volume today. TLSA pulling below 319. Had some more news. This isn't the same company said it collaborated with CNS Pharmaceuticals. Where's Moleculin? My lord, who names their company Moleculin? Embarrassing. Moleculin. What? This whole article has nothing to do with Moleculin. or am I crazy? What is this WPD Pharmaceuticals? Is WVIO. Here we go. Rights to portfolio including through its licensed partnership with Moleculin Biotech. Okay, so So good news with WPD is probably good news for MBRX to some extent because they have a partnership for drug candidates, licensed rights to drug candidates. Okay, so interesting. Kind of makes the catalyst a little bit less nice. I don't know. It's tough to say, guys. I really don't like when stocks just kind of sell off slowly. To me, that's like, it means traders are no longer looking at it. And then, a week from now, it's a neverland. So CNSP, guys, we made all the right decisions on CNSP. We just had bad executions on CNSP. So like today, if I used the platform like Lightspeed, today would have been a fat daddy green day, which sucks. Which really sucks. CLSK pulling back one more time here. If we pull back, I would probably trade this in my IRA. I would look for 2.5, probably like 500 shares. So this is no longer my cash account. I just had some leftover cash in this IRA account, and sometimes I traded. We've actually grown it from $1,200 or $1,100 or something like that. I mean, yeah, 1,100 to, it was at 4,000. So this account's been growing much nicer, and I'm basically doing all the same stuff except just only doing support line balances. So I have a whole video about that on this channel. Like. Just check my IRA account. Google Alex Winkler IRA or something like that. Yeah, Peter's probably right. Yeah, well, it depends, like there's probably a chance that in like 2-3 months that it gaps up again, but there's also a chance that that whole time just slows down and then it has a reverse split or more dilution. I don't know, it's tough. I don't invest in these small caps. That's kind of like the underlining thing. I only trade the momentum, ideally on the first green day, and that's it. And then by 11 o'clock, I want to be done trading. It's tough to say. 2 months of engine payments. Ay. You don't want to compare it to that. If you're thinking about the marathon and at the end of the month or at the end of the quarter, let's say, you have winners, you have losers, and let's say at the end of the quarter, you break even, you make $0. I would still consider that a win because in those 4 months, those are probably your first 4 months and you've learned so much. You could probably now become a full-time trader or at least a part-time trader in terms of like trading only takes about 2 hours a day. So that's it. Honestly, if we only traded the first 30 minutes, trading would only take an hour a day because you want to build the watch list before the market opens. But there's definitely that learning phase that I would say is at least a quarter. 3 to 6 months is what I would give it. I just broke my pen. Look how crooked it is. I don't want to break it anymore. I like this pen. Even though it's made out of cardboard, it's not really cool. But I got it at Vibali, this really nice spa in Berlin. That's one. CEI going vertical. CEI has always kind of terrified me because they're long-term chart. Wow, yeah, you're not kidding, huh? 27% in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles. Not the fastest mover, but this one has a little bit more resistance ahead of it. This one's a tough cookie to crack. CEI, 21% move so far, 11 million market cap. Is that shares outstanding, right? 5 million, that's a clean number. Interesting call, Keith. I just noticed my hair's all over the place. Don't want to look too sloppy on these live streams. I got a reputation to uphold. Just kidding. This has been such a volatile week. Like going back to my cash account, this account was at 6,000, almost 500, and then we went down to 6,100, and then again I was at like 6,450, and then we got halted in, and then we went back to 6,200. This week has been like the worst in terms of consistency. Probably the worst week of the challenge. Adam Feuerstein always says with biotech investing, the market cap of the company is less than 500 million, then it doesn't have a breakthrough company. Yeah, I mean, that probably makes total sense. The problem is if it's over 500 million, then it's probably not worth day trading. That's like the tough thing about that, huh? CLSK, I still kind of was waiting for a little bit of a popski or wopski on this one. Not sure if we're gonna get it. Maybe we will. That's why you got to be in and out 100%. Boom. Yeah, Mario, I feel you on that. I'm probably going to wrap this live stream up in a little bit, maybe at like 10, close to 10:40, depending if we get this entry or not here, because I'm going to call TD Ameritrade. I want to talk to them. I want to at least get that process rolling. That probably takes me a good like 10 minutes to make a proper ticket. And then, yeah, I gotta make dinner. I got things to do. So 2.5, still waiting for this little bottom touch. I don't know if it's gonna happen. You know what I'm gonna do actually? I'm gonna be real crazy and put a little 47 here. Your buying power, oh, that's wrong account. IRA, 57, no, I'm gonna do 48 actually. Maybe 47. I don't know why 47 makes me feel better. It shouldn't. Could also go down to 2. I don't know. This is tough. This again is a whole different strategy account. So kind of what I'm doing right now. Don't put too much weight on it. I'm experimenting with my IRA account a little bit. Not breakout trading, not gap trading. I'm just doing a bit more swing and bottom bounces and stuff like that. Alex, we did an after hours show. That's what my recap videos are for. I'm always running around this apartment doing nonsense for the intros. Well, sometimes, not always. Sometimes I'll take a nice little stroll and hopefully it's a good bit of entertainment. Oh boy, Heiko, that is not what anyone here wants to hear. No. You'll have to do a live stream so we can all give you guys, everyone can give you $2 and hopefully you get your $1,000 back. I've definitely been there before. I've lost thousands in minutes. When I first started, I've also gone through back holding phases. Satoshi, see, he lost 13,000. That was that overnight trade, right? Hopefully you guys got some good Easter holiday plans, Easter weekend plans, besides, something like Heiko contemplating life on the boardwalk, which also sounds actually quite nice. Heiko's got a really nice boardwalk and dock. And I hope some of you guys saw that full moon we had, the super moon. Did any of you guys see that? That was really cool. It was called super moon. It happens twice a year, apparently. I was at the park. I should have took pictures. I'm so bad with cameras and pictures and all that stuff. Like, I just don't care, to be honest. Like, it's just not me. So I never take pictures of stuff. But that would have been cool. So this YouTube channel has been really forcing me to like bring my phone with me and take video a bit more often, which is nice. I like it. I like the end result. I don't really like doing it, but it's good. Or I just need to hire like a film person to be on standby at any given time. All right, support. So CLSK kind of taking off here. I think CLSK could be a good winner. I'm gonna definitely keep an eye on it. Right now, I'm writing TD Ameritrade quickly here. Hello, TD Ameritrade. CNSP at 3.9. I really do think that could have been a really good bounce trade. Good thing we got out of it. I mean, CNSP really could have done some mean things to us. So cash account. So yeah, this was good. I mean, we got out of this trade just in time. It looks like it's going to keep pulling back. I wouldn't be surprised at around 3.5 and found some big support. Maybe had like a 5%, 10% reversal. I do see a reversal in this one. I just don't know when. So good thing we cut our losses on it. AKER below 4.88. That one's... I have a bad taste in my mouth on some of the stocks we traded this week. I also have a bad taste on TOS a little bit. I think in my book, it was like a 7, maybe an 8. It was an 8. Then they reduced their fees. It went to like a 9 for a week. Then I realized it was so laggy because they reduced their fees. Maybe there's a correlation, probably. Then it probably went to a 7. And after today, I just have like a personal vendetta against that. So it's probably like, I don't know, between a 5 and a 6 in my book, TD Ameritrade, TOS. In terms of like scale of my favorite or like what I would rate it. Where do I... All right, so it says I have to call TD Ameritrade to discuss this issue. I'm talking to their support right now. If you have any issues with an order ensuring... Yeah, so guys, if you have any issues with TOS, you have to call them for specific reconnection. So I'm going to go ahead and give TOS a call. And then on the recap video, I'll let you guys know what TOS said. On the recap videos, can you reset or center your microphone, please? Are you talking about when the video, when I'm doing the stream, like when I'm recording the screen, right? Because yeah, that's actually true because my microphone is on my right side. So that's actually a good point. But when I'm standing over here and I'm talking to the camera, that's fine, right? Yeah, Satoshi, man, I feel you on that one. All right, Heiko, we wish you good luck on that. I'm definitely going to be watching YGYI with my fingers crossed that everything works out. But that's a tough trading style. Come on. It's always what I say I wouldn't want to do. I just snag seal SK. Nice, Carmela. Hopefully I'm saying your name right. It's centered right now. Okay, cool. That's good. See this. Whoo! Look at that dip on CNSP. Yowzers. Guys, I would really, really watch out for offerings going through. You don't want to get caught in an offering. For a second, I thought CNSP got caught in an offering. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and give TD Ameritrade a call. There is a small chance I might enter CNSP. There's a small chance I might enter another trade with my IRA account. But again, that's not part of the small cap gap and go challenge account anymore. That's just something different. It's always good to, if I try new strategies or if I try new whatever, I like to put it in a whole separate trading account so I don't even mix up those strategies. And to me, that's helped a lot. Oh, watch out here. This is really selling off. So yeah, guys, I hope you all have a great Easter. I'll recap you guys what happened to TD Ameritrade. I'm gonna call them right now. As long as the hold isn't too long. If the hold's like an hour, I'm gonna have to hang up. Yeah, guys, it was good fun trading with you today. Today could have easily been a big green day, even though the lead gapper was pulling back CNSP. Taking profits when you have them, cutting losses quickly. That's really like what I preach here. And today, you saw it. It worked out really good. I just didn't take my profits quick enough. And then obviously we had that freak accident with CNSP where TOS gave me a ghost entry. I don't know, that was like 20 seconds after I actually closed my order. I'm gonna have to watch the recap video. I'm gonna have to rewatch this video, really kind of study it, come up with my case for TOS, and then let's see what happens with that. Mic is fine, lagging. Yeah, I apologize for the lagging, guys. I really do. I'm definitely getting a new laptop soon. I think that's a small portion of the problem, but we've had months where there wasn't any issue. So I don't really think the laptop's the issue. I think right now we have a lot of internet issues in Berlin ever since coronavirus. And then I'm sure YouTube is reducing some of their streaming. I've heard that. And then, yeah, TOS is just getting overwhelmed with new users. I've read so many articles about that. So I don't know, there's like many issues right now. Crossover show. That's not the worst idea. It'd be kind of fun. I would probably like doing that. Satoshi. And I think everyone has a different trading style of trading. Like, for example, I watch Ross Cameron like a crack baby. But there's some things that he does that I just like totally don't get. But it works really well for him because like that's his personality, that's his style. So everyone has to find that with inside themselves, like how's their trading style. So it's kind of cool. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap up there. Thanks again for tuning in. I'm super excited to see you guys Monday. I'm excited to see you guys in the recap video, although there's no chat, so I can't talk to you guys. Don't forget to leave a like, guys. I appreciate all of them. We hit 100 viewers today again, 23 likes. Super cool stuff, guys. The community is growing, and the more people, the more we can all benefit, the more we can all learn. Have a great Easter holiday, guys. 3-day weekend, I guess you can say, even though everyone's probably at home anyway. Yeah, have a good Friday tomorrow. Keith is saying SRG volume's picking up, so definitely check out SRG. I'm still watching CNSP. There might be a nice little dip buy here, but you know how I'm a little crack baby with dip buys. Yeah, till Monday then. Yeah, guys. Till then, guys, stay safe, make some awesome trades, and wash those hands. Ciao, ciao, guys.